Hey guys, Fran from the Kilobits here, and this week I want to talk about the Pokemon sensation that's sweeping the nation, and that is currently a Twitch channel called twitch.tv/Twitch Plays Pokemon. And this Twitch channel is streaming a emulated version of Pokemon Red with an IRC bot that basically sweeps the channel's chat box and reads commands that people type and inputs them into the game. So effectively, people watching the stream are playing the game Pokemon, and it's become really big online. Something like 50,000 subscribers currently. You have at points 50,000 people watching the stream, some people inputting commands into chat. So as a collective, the internet, we are playing this one game of Pokemon. And I don't know about you guys, but at least for me, I've got quite kind of hooked on it. I mean, I don't sit and watch it for hours, although I know that some people do, and it is very easy to kind of sit and have it running in the background and keep tabbing into it. And people have become really attached to this bot that is currently playing Pokemon. Well, I guess we are playing Pokemon, so it's quite interesting. And what seems to be happening is the kind of what people predominantly want to do gets done in terms of traveling about and stuff. So yes, there are people who'll say maybe go right when everyone else wants to go left, but because there's so many left inputs, eventually you go left. But I guess what's the real interesting thing about this is that it's been running, I think, over 4 days now, or by the time this video goes out, probably about 5 days, and it's got, like I say, it's got this huge following, and all these different things have kind of come from it in terms of internet memes and what have you. For example, when you get to choose between the Dome Fossil and the Helix Fossil, the bot ended up picking the Helix Fossil, and as it's a bot, every time he accesses Red, I'm going to say call him he just because it's Red, the character for Pokemon, every time we access our items, there's a chance that we're going to toss things away. So for example, we got a nugget and then we just threw it away. We had a Moonstone that got thrown away, but stuff that can't get thrown away gets kept. So at time of this video, we have the SS ticket and the Helix Fossil. And the thing is, it's quite funny because when you go to use items in the game, we keep picking, like, instead of fighting, accidentally swapping to item and then trying to use the Helix Fossil, and it's the Prof Oak's like, I don't think this is the right time for that. And this Helix Fossil, for example, has got this huge following where there's a whole bunch of different memes I've seen about it being some kind of like messiah or deity. So that's one of the things that's come from it. The other thing is kind of highlighted some of the bits of the game which you might not have thought were quite so difficult. Certain ledges in the game, like routes where you have to walk straight, and if you go down, for example, you'll hop off a ledge and you have to go all the way back around. These kind of simple things have taken hours. The rock tunnel, for example, where it's dark and you need flash. There was no way in hell that that we were going to get flash. So what we did was just tried to go through it in the dark, but we had a Rattata which knew dig, and this Rattata, eventually we go in and we'd keep accidentally using dig and digging out and going back to the Poke Center. So as a team, the people who were running the bot had to try and go to a computer. Bear in mind, when you go to a computer, you can risk like depositing the wrong Pokemon or releasing your Pokemon. Deposit this Rattata that knew dig, and not deposit any of the other Pokemon that Red had. And that was successfully done, and they overcame the ledge, they overcame the rock tunnel, and eventually they got to Celadon City, or we got to Celadon City. And to get to the gym in Celadon City, you have to cut this one tree. And it took literally hours for the people playing to walk up to a tree and manage to like look at it, go into Pokemon and select cut, just because there's so many inputs being made, because there's like 50,000 odd people watching it. To get the right sequence of commands is nearly impossible, even with people working towards a common goal and ignoring people who are trolling and trying to do other things. So eventually got to the tree, and they managed to cut the tree, and they went into the gym and went to fight the gym leader and lost, because obviously like their Pokemon still know moves like Leer and like Sand Attack and stuff, so it's actually very difficult just to do damage. He sided with Charmander, by the way, so he should have found the gym easy, but his Charmeleon doesn't know any fire moves, and the Charmeleon is called it's nicknamed Abby. The name is like ABBBBBBBB K open brackets or something like that, but it has been affectionately nicknamed Abby. And so then whited out or blacked out, went back to the Pokemon Center and had to cut the tree all over again, which took a huge number of like hours just to get this tree cut, and then managed to defeat the gym leader and what have you. And that was for me last night. as I went to bed, they just got on their 4th gym badge. So 4 gym badges, admittedly, it's taken at that point 4 full days of play, which is like, what, 90 hours? But got the gym badge. And these kind of things, it's interesting how, as a collective, become much more challenging, and that kind of almost ropes you in. It becomes like a soap opera, in that you want to see if you can overcome it, if the Twitch stream will manage to get past this gym or get past this. And because catching Pokemon is such a difficulty, and having a Pokemon team such a difficulty, you almost get like drawn in and hooked, almost like a soap opera to these characters, which I think why the stream is doing so well, that it consistently has tens of thousands of viewers. What I woke up to this morning, for example, it almost upset me. So like I said, there was Abby, and they had another one, a Rattata. Not the Rattata that you dig, they have 2 Rattatas. And this other Rattata is called like JVL and or something like that. It's got like one of these random names, but it looks a bit like Jay Leno. So this Pokemon was affectionately nicknamed Jay Leno. And I woke up and found out that today Twitch Plays Pokemon had gone to the PC and accidentally deposited a bunch of Pokemon, and then released Abby and Jay Leno, and I was actually upset by this. Like, I actually was kind of like, oh well, that's really lame. Like, because you've gotten so attached just by kind of picking up on the stream, seeing what's happening every so often. And it has this there's a subreddit for it, reddit.com/r/Twitch Plays Pokemon, and like that's how I kind of keep up to date on what's been happening. And I'm like genuinely kind of sad, you know, they were with us. Like, they cut the tree and made it through like Rock Tunnel and Mount Moon and got 3 gym badges, and now they're gone. And it's really funny, and people are trying to be like, right guys, we're going to be tactical about this, or like, well, we should try and do this. But of course, because there's so much button spam, you really have very like minimal control other than basic directions what you can actually do. So as I speak, they're in I think they're still in Celadon. They were faffing around with a PC. But I still want to see where this goes. The guy who made it, or the girl, they're referring to it as like kind of a social experiment to see what happens. They've had to take off, they've had to kind of limit the amount that you can press start, because otherwise you get start spam where you're just stuck in one place. And it's really interesting just to see where this will go. And it is, like I say, it's kind of caught the internet, oh, I'm too exposed. No, whatever. It's caught the internet's interest. And I think that it's definitely something that you guys should check out. So twitch.tv/Twitch Plays Pokemon. Yeah, I think that's everything I want to say. Find out what happens next week, or just go check it out for yourself. As always, I've been Fran, and this has been the Kilobits. If you like the video, you can press like, and you can subscribe to the channel. We have a Facebook, which is facebook.com/thekilobits, and we have a Twitter. The Twitter is @thekilobits. So you can follow us on all of those different channels. I have a Twitter, which is @Jaggerus, so if you want to follow me, do so. And I also have a Twitch, so if you get bored of Twitch Plays Pokemon, or just fancy watching something different, I am twitch.tv/Jaggerus. So thanks very much, guys, and I'll see you guys next week. Bye.